everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love is Blind, you know. Love Island season 5 episode, whatever episode this is. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So the dumping had a little bit of fallout, not anything crazy. Kyle and Destiny are a little bit frustrated with Hannah and Marco that they voted for them. But everybody knows Imani and Hannah are closer than Hannah and Destiny, which is kind of sad because Destiny been here since the beginning. But anyways, it made more sense for them to not want to vote out their friends. Yeah, so they were a little bit like, I'm a little annoyed, but I understand. Scott and Johnny, however, these two want to act like they don't understand the position that they are in and want to be so perplexed over a situation that's pretty straightforward.
I don't know, I just expect them to say Zayn and Imani.
Yeah, that one confused me.
Interesting.
Their opinion definitely didn't make me feel weird about our situation. Like, because it really didn't feel like it pertained to us. Like, it really didn't.
I don't really talk to Tay about my relationship with Scott, so she really doesn't know anything about it.
I was pretty confident in the fact that we weren't the least compatible couple.
I need these two to get a grip of reality, okay? You literally, Scott, you literally walked in less than a week ago into a situation where a girl had 3.5 options. You know how everybody else is going to perceive that. So for y'all to be confused is confusing me. And then the next morning you have Johnny talking to Taylor, who I feel like made perfect sense, who's like, you guys need to stop talking about things you don't know about. Johnny girl, I like you. I don't know if I like you after today. Because I would rather these two just admit that they're hurt, but don't say it don't make sense. Here you got Scotty Boy now trying to hold court. If you guys didn't watch UK, he did the same thing a few times in the UK version. He's now trying to hold court with Bergie and Taylor, just grilling them again, wondering why they chose to pick them as the least compatible couple.
I just was very confused. Like when you were talking, I think a few people said, like, I didn't expect you to say me and Johnny. Bergie, you were in on the boys' chats, and you were aware of the fact that I'd told her before the recoupling that I wanted her to pick me.
Yep.
She's been in here a little bit longer than you, and she's had the chance to
Close things off
with other people.
Johnny, having 4 doors open and not closing a single door until you have to just kind of gives the wrong vibe to me.
I'm really starting to understand the reasoning that Catherine had for maybe not wanting to pursue Scott all the way. She said that Scott cares too much about other people's opinions. Yeah. Coming on the US version was not the flex that you thought it was. I think that Scott is looking very undesirable. Is my fridge door open? Damn it. Yeah, he's looking very undesirable for me this time around. Like, how does it not make sense? I don't like when people have reasons that aren't real reasons. It was a real reason. You just didn't want to hear the real because y'all are delusional. You and Johnny. Maybe y'all do belong together. Moving on. Leo claims that the distance between him and Cassie will not be a big deal because he will do anything for her.
You could live in Fiji and I could live in New York and I would still go see you. If we got to a point in our relationship where you'd be comfortable with me living with you, I have no issue with it.
I can't even believe that I have Shorty back. Like, it's been the biggest blessing.
Yay, like, now you're in my life forever. For lifers.
Now, the man could barely stay loyal when she was across the yard. Like, now you guys think you could do distance. I mean, maybe you can, but okay. They're also talking about potentially moving in together or at the very least moving closer to each other. Always in the Love Island universe, I hear these conversations and I'm like, these are too premature. Too premature. I don't care if villa days are like a week. So one day is like a week. Even still. Then you got the next couple. I think it was Carmen and Kenzo. Also talking about moving in together. And I'm just like, y'all live in the same city. The moving in together isn't even necessary for y'all.
What are you gonna be like as a roommate? Like, what do you like living with?
I'm a morning person, so I'm gonna be up at like 5 a.m.
If you do the laundry, I'll do the dishes.
Deal. I'll take that. for sure.
You know we're soulmates when we can agree on chores that easily.
You're definitely the one.
I need to ask you guys a question because I'm not of the shacking up community. My brother is. Maybe I should ask him. Both of them. They be shacking up. Yeah, but you people who are okay with living with a boyfriend or girlfriend, what is the timeline for that? How soon do you guys do that? And do you do it with every partner? That seems like a hazard to me. Fast forwarding through the Floor is Lava game or something like that. I skipped it. I didn't even watch it. There is a text that it's going to be the family meetings. This time it's going to be different from the way that it's been. Actually, it's been different a few times because typically Love Island will bring in your family members. However, when it was COVID times, they video called in. This time it's just a video. No call, no nothing. And it is in front of everybody instead of it just being the couple with the parents. So the first set of videos is for Carmen and Kenzo, and they're in full support of their relationship.
I definitely have teared up every time you talk about mine and your dad's marriage.
I think the way he carried himself was confident, but cool and calm, and he seemed like a really cool person.
Disfruta este tiempo. Y solo tú sabes el amor que sientes por Carmen.
My girlfriend's buzzing to meet Carmen. She's always asking me if we're going to go on double dates and all that stuff.
All I could do is pay attention to how similar Kenzo's brother looked like Tyler Posey. Was I the only one? I mean, Kenzo's brother doesn't have a crooked nose, but he resembles Tyler Posey. I was just there like, wow. Because I had a huge crush on Tyler. Teen Wolf, hello? Dylan O'Brien. Oh, Dylan O'Brien was my boy. He's still my boy. Focusing. Some people on Discord were also making a comparison between Carmen's dad and Kenzo and how much they look alike, which is interesting because Carmen always says she wants to emulate the relationship of her parents. Well, she's really sticking to that, huh? Next, we have Johnny and Scott. And Scott, obviously, this is his second time around, so the family is kind of like, do you, boy? And then Johnny's family had more to say about Leo.
Be yourself, stand up for yourself.
Yeah, just hope you get a connection. It'd be great to work out this time.
All I want to do is just hold you and, comfort you.
Leo will never be a brother-in-law of mine. Thank goodness.
Tell her I apologize.
See, this is why I need the two of you to get a grip on reality. Your family couldn't even vouch for your relationship. They had to throw digs at Leo because that's all they could latch on to. Y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. And if there was something to talk about, it was cut out. But for us, the viewing public, we're just like, how do they not see that ain't nothing to see with them? Like, they confuse me. Like, I really like the two of you. I liked Scott in the OG Love Island, and I liked Johnny in Casa. But since then, the stocks going down. All right, Taylor and Bergie are next. Are grandparents considered immediate family? I think they are. So, wait, are they? No, they can't be. Immediate family is just parents and siblings, right? Anyways, the immediate families, cool with it. The grandparents, not so much.
Before you even came into the villa, I knew you were going to pick him because I know my daughter and I know what type of guys you like.
That's great, and I think you can experience many things with Taylor.
She's giving you reassurance in different areas, trying to teach you the skills of being with a woman.
I haven't seen spontaneous chemistry between the two of you.
Listen, I've been saying I feel like it's forced too. However, they didn't say whose side it's forced on. Is it Bergie who's forcing it with Taylor or Taylor who's forcing it with Bergie? I'm inclined to believe Grandpa meant it was her forcing it with him. The reason why is because taking in, oh gosh, I might get smoke for this in the comments, but do I care? No. Taking in Grandpa's disposition, it felt like if she can't use your comb, you know the rest. So yeah, I was wondering whose side he was saying the forcing is coming from. That would have added some insight to where he stands on this relationship. Destiny and Kyle's families are next, and yeah, the disapproval continues. This time it is directly towards the woman.
You know how protective I am of you, so hopefully you've learned a lot from me and my martial arts training to handle yourself. He's a lot like me, quiet, sits back, watches the scene, so give him a shot.
I'm not a big fan of Destiny anymore. She was great in the beginning of the show.
She has too much drama. That's just too much for my Kyle.
Now listen. Would I say drama follows destiny? You know, I wouldn't even say that it follows her. Because her situations haven't been dramatic. Like, if I was to say drama follows somebody, it would be more so Leo or Keenan. Like, her situation isn't necessarily dramatic. It's just Destiny is a my way or the highway kind of girl. Is that dramatic? Not really. She is proud of how she's conducted herself. Her family is proud of how she's conducted herself. And she's not fazed by Kyle's family's opinion about her. She says that she's never had a bad interaction with her partner's parents, so I guess she plans on winning them over if they make it that far. I just still don't see it for these two, but they seem convinced that something's going on. Hannah and Marco's family is next. Guys, they're winning the show.
Marco better have his karaoke song ready.
That's right.
Our family karaoke nights, because we're so excited to meet him.
It's supposed to be almost a sleepover. It's almost porno. That's what I
I'm really happy that you and Hannah have found each other and how she's been able to get you to open up. Looking forward to seeing you and, of course, meeting Hannah.
I gotta say, I've been fighting it, but as of late, maybe like the last week or two, the redemption of Marco, it has been impeccable. It's been good. It's been good. I almost forget why I didn't know why I didn't like him. Because even when I didn't like him, I didn't have a reason. Same way Hannah doesn't have a reason why she loves him. That'll always blow my mind. Yeah, Marco's dad said that he's really proud of the growth that Marco has had. And I think that's what it is. I think that he came very immature and he is now less immature. So, growth. Last is Leo and Cassie's family. This is why I feel like family interactions need to be just a smidge earlier, because they don't want to ruin their person's position in the game. I wanted more honesty from these families.
We're gonna have to teach us some Spanish, right? Le tenemos que enseñar a bailar bachata. Dominicano.
I know that it hurts what you did, but I'm glad to see that instead of sitting in it, you're growing from it.
I'm gonna couple up with a girl instead of a guy. I mean, it did shock me. Oh my God, you know, here she is following her heart, and that made me proud.
Don't get me wrong. It could be a situation where both families are just that soft-spoken, that agreeable. If it was my family, actually, that's not even true, because Leo was expecting his mom to tear him a new asshole. So yeah, I definitely think they were saving face for the sake of not wanting to embarrass their son on television. But if it was my family, you would see one of my brothers, I don't know if you can see that my leg is shaking, but you would see one of my brothers seething in the background, not talking, leg shaking, full of rage. Full of rage. And it doesn't even matter that we were together. It's the fact that you made me feel a certain way about myself. Like, it would have been on and popping. My dad would refuse to be on the show. My mom wouldn't even acknowledge the person that I was with. Like, it, but that's my family. Maybe that's not their family, so that's fine. Cassie was concerned about her mom's feeling. Well, she wasn't really concerned, but she was hoping she would react a certain way. And her mom did react very openly and accepting about her pursuing the connection with Johnny. It felt to me as if they would have rather she stuck with Johnny. But hey, I guess we'll never know. After the family videos, Kyle is showing some concerns about his family's opinion.
I don't know, it's kind of tough.
I'm okay. I'm still okay. Like, I'm me. You know, no one can take that away from me. Do you feel like I'm drama?
I mean, I wouldn't have coupled up with you if I thought you were that much drama. Like, no.
Destiny can be spicy. She got a little spice to her. It's not a, it's not a secret. But, I don't have any complaints. I have no regrets.
Listen, Kyle, your game has already been exposed. We know you were coming for a Villa visa. You were looking for a Villa visa. You got it via Imani, okay? So him talking about, if you were full of drama, I would have never coupled it. Lies. 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 Quit lying. It's okay. The show is filmed. The evidence is there, okay? I can only imagine what else was left out. Like, please, Kyle, save it, save it, save it. Again, they look good. I just don't see longevity. And that's okay in Love Island. Not every connection leads to love, long-term relationships, even friendships. Sometimes these people aren't even friends after the show. So yeah, whatever. And then lastly, we have Bergie, who, well, both Bergie and Taylor were trying not to address Grandpa's words, but it's obviously the big pink elephant in the room. You can't ignore it.
You know, like their walls are up. They don't want me to get hurt. And it's just like, because I've been hurt. They've seen me hurt so many times.
No, I know. All I want to be is accepted.
I don't think what Taylor and I have is being forced, but my family is very important to me. So when my grandpa said that, I didn't really know how to respond.
Like I said earlier, I wish I knew which party Grandpa was talking about. It could also be Bergie, you know. I feel like it's Taylor, but it could also be Bergie, because I don't really see the fervor, which is the opinion that I have. I'm putting this on Grandpa. He didn't say this, but I don't see the fervor for Taylor the way that he had for other women. Like, it was instant with those women. And sometimes attraction does take time to grow, and that's just a part of life. So I'm not saying that there isn't attraction there, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like Bergie is just holding on. And maybe he'll mess around and fall in love, but the chances are slim, in my opinion, okay? Next episode will probably be the final dates and stuff like that. You know, they do half and then the other half. And then there's a dumping as well. So we will see how that goes. Finale's coming soon, guys. Get ready. And the reunion is probably coming soon, too. So I want to see who's still together, who's not together, who's still talking, who's not talking. Apparently, Mike wants to get back with Destiny. Okay, child. As always, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.